there's no consequences to their motherfucking actions. But there's big boy consequences because when your ass go to the prison system and ain't no motherfucker that'll answer that phone, and I know these motherfuckers watch these TikToks where these motherfuckers grilling and having a ball, where ain't nothing but a whole bunch of dudes sitting around. When I was in prison, wasn't no motherfuckers sitting around on their cell phones taking pictures of other dudes or in rooms with other motherfuckers live. That's some real funny shit, man. And any motherfucker that want to go in a place where ain't number men and you a man, some motherfuckers should be questioning that. Motherfucker talking about, oh, I ain't fucked up with going to jail. I'll go do all my time in jail. Use a motherfucking zesty ass motherfucker if you telling me that you don't want to, you rather go sit in penitentiary and jail around a whole bunch of hard ankle men than be out here with a whole bunch of beautiful ass, soft tissue ass women, man. But a lot of these motherfuckers don't do nothing but run around in the streets with men all motherfucking day and play video games with them all day long. Motherfucker gal call they do, what you doing? Playing 2K with such and such. What you doing? I'm over here playing NBA 2K with such and such. I ain't never met a generation of motherfuckers that rather spend more time with men than women, man. When I was growing up, a motherfucker was trying to figure out a way to get around females so they could try to, get a female. But now these young motherfuckers out here rather be around a whole bunch of men. You see them live. Ain't nothing but men in their life, man. Nothing but fucking men in their life. If everywhere you go ain't nothing but men in your life and you talking about you gotta duck the ops and what the fuck? I don't understand how you got an ops when you supposed to be out here trying to get some money, man. If a motherfucker out here trying to get some motherfucking money, they shouldn't have no ops. Motherfuckers with real money don't got ops, man. You don't got ops. You don't even got fucking things in your way anymore. But I tell you, man, I sit there and watch them TikTok with these young motherfuckers and they be happy as fuck to be in jail. A lot of these young, and that's what it is, a lot of people ain't relevant on the streets, but they be relevant in prison. A lot of people be junkies and cluckers on the street, but be head gang members in prison. Real shit. They running commissary boxes and running other niggas in prison, but on the street, they a motherfucker do-boy. A do-boy. And a lot of these motherfuckers, they don't want to admit it, man, but a lot of these motherfuckers was in prison fucking with other men. They were fucking with men, man. I done 15 and a half straight years in prison, and it wasn't never a day in prison that I wasn't trying to buy me some pussy, man. All my write-ups say solicitation to staff or some shit like that. If I call home, I didn't call home and ask the motherfucker to send me no money. I asked the motherfucker to send me a pack. Send me a pack, or I'm finna send a guard over to get $200-300 from you, and don't ask no questions, because when she get that $200-300, she gonna come in there and drop her motherfucking panties, man. But it was a lot of them motherfuckers in the penitentiary, and that's why I tell people, motherfuckers don't go to penitentiary and just be gay, man. They were gay on the street before they went to the penitentiary, man. Don't no motherfucker go to prison and start fucking with men unless they was already fucking with men. You feel me? And that don't mean they gonna come out here and stop fucking with a man because they got a woman now. A lot of these motherfuckers got men, got boyfriends and girlfriends out here. I'm talking about the motherfuckers in the hood that swing these pistols, your head busters, your big time drug dealers. Some of them got men and women sleeping in the bed with them at nighttime, man. And motherfuckers out like they want to be like them. No, you don't. You don't want to be like that motherfucker. And then a lot of them are already told on so many people in the world that people just look at him like, oh, he's that motherfucker that told on half of the city, but he didn't tell on me. You can't play both sides of the field, man. You can't be a hood nigga drug dealer, but also put a motherfucking rat on a pedestal. You can't sit here and say, oh, I like what he's talking about, but then he's telling you about how he told on somebody or how he was raped in prison. You feel me? Because I seen the toughest motherfuckers in prison that hit them weight piles, lifting 200, 300, 400 pounds, go back to the pod and tie up that t-shirt and go grab the skinny nigga if they man. I seen them. I seen so many motherfucking dudes I don't bumped into from around the world when I was in prison with, that's around here walking around with women, 2, 3 bad bitches, and when they pull you to the side, they try to go in their pocket to give you a chunk of money because they scared you finna tell their secret, man. They scared that you finna tell their secret, but what I tell a motherfucker is like this, man. If you got the potential to be fucking with something that's in my gene pool or any one of my kids or anybody I love, because I bumped into a motherfucker one day, a nigga that I was in prison with that was in a relationship with a man, but also had a wife. Him and his man used to go to visitation to see his wife in prison to get the pack back to the prison penitentiary. So when I seen this motherfucker on the street and he was actually with a young gal that was about 25, he's damn near 50, I knew the young girl. I knew her daddy and her mama. So I felt like it was right for me to say something to him and her. And I ain't the type of motherfucker gonna bite my tongue to damn pussy ass motherfucker on this earth, man. So I approached him and her and I was like, man, damn, is you go? I said, you know that's such and such daughter, man. And he like, and I'm like, man, you know you was fucking with punks in prison, man. You gonna take that? I said, man, then she overheard the conversation. And I spoke up a little louder because I'm a hood nigga and I stand on what I stand on, you feel me? I'm ready for whatever come my way regardless of whatever come out of my mouth. So I tell the gal, like, you know, dude was fucking with punks in prison, man. He was actually fucking with men. Now, if a motherfucker tell you that a motherfucking nigga was fucking with a man in prison and you continue to fuck with him, then that's the type of dudes you like, man. And I don't know what you doing in the bedroom because you got a lot of these niggas that feel like they invest in the women and what it really is, they scared that the woman gonna tell the secret of what they did in the bedroom. A lot of these men in this world don't do some shit in the bedroom with some of these females that the female already know that these motherfuckers are gay. Some of these motherfuckers went beyond just sticking their finger in that nigga ass. They don't put that scrap on and beat that motherfucker, man. And a lot of these men, people be like, I wonder why he killed that girl out of rage and they were arguing and this and this. He didn't kill that girl because she was finna leave him. He killed that girl because she was gonna tell his secrets. Most females have been around a motherfucking man for 10, 15 years, 5 years. She knows something intimate about that fool that he don't want nobody to know. If it ain't doing nothing but crying on her shoulder one night and open up about something that happened to him as a child or something that happened to him as an adult. And then when that motherfucking can of worms open up and him and that female in an argument and she throw in his face that, you know, I know Big Timmy did that to you in the penitentiary. Because a lot of motherfuckers know a lot of stuff about people in prison and they call it what they don't want to tell their business. I ain't that type of motherfucker, man. Because if I can go to prison at 17 years old and stand on my own 2 motherfucking feet and never fucked with another man and never let a motherfucker put me in PC or never let a motherfucker do something to me that I didn't do to them, then everybody should be able to do that, man. And I suffered my consequences because I knew that what I done put me in prison. So I didn't make no excuses for it, man. But a lot of these motherfucking men out here, man, they not just out here playing like they zesty. They zesty for fucking real. And a lot of these women can tell, if they could tell a story to a motherfucker, they gonna tell it. A lot of these motherfucking women don't tell their best friend about a lot of intimate shit that go on in their relationship with their man. All the way down to how he like her to caress down the back of his back and, you know, all that shit. So it's always somebody out there that some other female on told somebody about what the next nigga on let her do. You know, and then you got these females that get online and they want to scream out, "Oh, you big dusty, dirty motherfucker." But she licked to something's dick, man. I mean, I'm just being real. If you dealing with a nasty motherfucking male or female, and y'all in a relationship, and y'all break up and you go online, and the first word come out your mouth is they's a nasty motherfucker, then you's a nasty motherfucker. Cause you slept with that motherfucker, you ate with that motherfucker, you licked that motherfucker from head to toe. So I don't want to hear that shit when motherfuckers break up, they want to call each other nasty motherfuckers. And talking about how you didn't wash your ass and how your pussy stank and how this and that. When you know you ate that nasty pussy, you know you licked that big fat nasty motherfucking ass and sucked his winnie, knowing his balls smell like a motherfucking sack of onions. I don't want to hear that. Cause that make you look like the goddamn fool. That make you look like the goddamn fool you is. That's like that Tina Kemp bitch, man. The one that fuck with Rick Ross. Only thing that she famous is this bitch will get online and argue with a punk. Any motherfucker that get online and argue with another motherfucking man that like winning and you call yourself a female, something wrong with you. Something wrong with you, man. I could give a fuck what that motherfucker Netta, Joe, Charles, or Shamar, or any of them other motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck what them folk got going on, man. But for you to get on TV or get online and that's all you got to do is argue with a motherfucking punk when you looking like a goddamn Mr. Ed shoved two big hard teeth in your mouth. The only thing you famous for is fucking with a motherfucking fat, nasty, greasy motherfucking Rick Ross. And if people ain't even understand that Rick Ross don't even respond to this bitch, man. He don't even respond to nothing she talk about, man. That motherfucker threw a party on his son's 18th birthday to celebrate his last motherfucking check that he was gonna give her motherfucking hood red ass, man. But that come from when motherfuckers got money, they fuck any and everything that look like something. And none of them hoes, man. Some motherfuckers turn a nuttin' ass motherfucker into some just in 5 minutes of a nut. 5 minutes of a nut, a motherfucker turn a nuttin' ass, gutter ass bitch into some famous just because you nutted in that hoe. And motherfuckers do the same thing with females. And you know, just if you only famous because somebody nutted in you, man, something wrong. If you only want to be famous because you snuck in a motherfucking hotel room at the back of a concert and you fucked a motherfucker and made a baby with them when he really was just trying to get a nut and move to the next city, he the fool. Cause ain't no way that I'm gonna transfer no bitch that's sitting on a couch in the project into no $1 million ass hoe sitting up in no motherfucking courtroom and child support come talking about she need $20,000 a month for child support, but before I cummed in her ass, she wasn't even getting a motherfucking Social Security check. That's the thing. I tell them motherfucker quick, man, if you out here playing them games in the street and you fucking random motherfuckers, use protection. But if you ain't using protection and you got something to lose, Make them all sign a contract, man. Make a motherfucker sign a contract saying that if I come in you, I gave you an extra $1,000 as a security deposit for you to go get rid of anything that you gonna bring on this earth. And if you bring anything on this earth after that, that is your responsibility. Because people want to come back and tell the child 15, 20 years later that the daddy wasn't shit. When the daddy wasn't out here trying to make no fucking babies, man. Your mama was out here selling pussy and your daddy made a fucking baby. Your mama told your daddy gave your mama abortion money. Your mama took the money, got her hair done, and waited 9 months and then told your daddy that he owed for you, man. You can't blame the fucking daddy if he was not prepared. And a lot of people say, if you lay down with a motherfucker, you should be prepared to make a baby. But some motherfuckers don't understand that some people out here just buying pussy. You know, pussy is being sold more than fucking gasoline out here in the streets, man. Motherfuckers out here selling pussy on every motherfucking platform it is, man. Ain't no motherfucker DoorDashing, they selling ass, man. And if a motherfucker give you $100, ain't no way it's supposed to turn you into somebody famous. If I gave you $500 for some pussy, man, I'm supposed to be secure. I ain't supposed to have to worry about us being in child support court. Are you calling my phone, telling my wife this and this and that? Because a lot of people don't understand. Some people's relationship is different than others, man. Some people, you could call a motherfucker and you ain't gonna do nothing but hurt yourself. You can call my wife, you can call my significant other and tell them that I put my dick in your mouth and they gonna say, I hope you got some money for it. I hope you got some money for it. So you can't break up. See, a lot of these young motherfuckers been taught the wrong way of how to get their motherfucking money. They think that you can threaten the motherfucking to giving you something. Bitch, I give you $200-300 to get the fuck away from me. You know what I mean? Because I've gave some females $100 or $200 and didn't even fuck them because I felt something wasn't right about the situation. You know, sometimes you pull up and you feel like something ain't right and you just kick that bread and go on about your business. And I ain't talking about no streetwalkers. I'm talking about motherfuckers that clock 9 to 5s, your school teachers. It ain't no discrimination of who out here selling pussy, man. You got only fan pages where motherfuckers, the celebrities, on them motherfuckers selling pictures and news shots of themselves all day. So why the fuck, you know, I tell people all day, if you do something, get paid for it. But don't expect to get paid more than you deserve. If I tell you I'm gonna give you $200-300 for that pussy, you want, man. I'm gonna get the hotel room and we finna do what we do. It should, and don't never, and that's like, ain't no way I'm gonna go get a hotel room that ain't got a lobby. You gotta have a lobby with security and be able to put a key card in the elevator to go up fucking with me. You got to. Because everybody, and that's what I don't understand, why females do this. Females be the silliest motherfuckers in the world. You got a Rio pack between your motherfucking legs. You don't gotta call nobody to tell them to bring you a new pack. Only thing you gotta do is watch that cat and get your motherfucking money, man. But a lot of these bitches they don't want to go get the money, man. They rather, a motherfucker finna give you $300-400 for 15-20 minutes of your time, but you rather call some other young nigga and y'all rob that motherfucker. When that nigga trying to get you $300-400 a week in your pocket, I don't know about you, man, but if a motherfucker put $900 in your pocket a week, $1,800 every 2 weeks, $3,600 a month in your pocket for less than fucking 4 hours a month of just humping and pumping, bitch, you win it. Why you gonna try to invite some other situations where some nutting ass motherfucker wanna tell you let's go rob that man, when that money that y'all robbing that man for ain't gonna last for nothing but just that minute of time, man? That's all. Y'all finna go buy a couple motherfucking fake perks, fake Roxys, buy you a sack of weed, might hit the mall, you know, and then hit the hotel, sit there, talk, and then guess what's gonna happen afterwards? Y'all back broke. You back at square one when you could have just stayed with the old nigga that was giving you $900 a week for 30 minutes at a time to get your money. Because if you getting $300 a week from any motherfucker, you winning, man. You getting $900 a week from one person, you winning, man. You ain't even got to fucking work. You ain't got to work, but most of these females, they rather go fuck with a nuttin' ass motherfucker that ain't got two pennies to rub together and know he going to the penitentiary sooner than later, I getting put in the ground, then go fuck with a motherfucker that's willing to put some money in their pocket and try to show them some game. I told a female one day, I gave her $100 and told her I didn't want nothing in return. And she have never ever had a motherfucker do that to her, because most of these females, and they don't want to admit it, but some of them give a motherfucker a shot at that cop for a 6-piece wing, man. Because they hungry, they starving out here, man. A lot of these motherfuckers don't realize that they got the best motherfucking quality in between their legs, man. I'm not gonna never encourage a woman to sell herself, but if you gonna get some bread, man, get some motherfucking bread, man. Don't be fucking with no nuttin' ass motherfucker that can't do nothing but give you a nut at the end of the day. Don't do that. That's a waste of motherfucking daytime and energy if y'all ain't, because if you ain't doing nothing but laying around fucking and just fucking all day, then y'all ain't doing it but making a lot of motherfucking babies and problems for other motherfuckers that's going to have to take care of you motherfuckers eventually with child support. And if the motherfucker in prison for the rest of his life, that means you going to be on government assistance for all the rest of your life, because you can't get child support from a motherfucker serving a life sentence. What you going to get from that nigga in the penitentiary is already serving double life. You know what I mean? I don't understand it. You gotta have some standards out here in the world, man. You gotta have some motherfucking standards. Male and female. You can't go for any motherfucking thing. You can't let a motherfucker tell you that it's raining outside and not go out there and test that and see if it's raining yourself, man. And a lot of, you see these females that be caught up in these situations with these motherfucking nuttin' ass niggas, and they be in the mugshot looking all sad, and motherfuckers be talking about, I'll go make her bond. I ain't gonna make that nuttin' ass motherfucking bitch bond. That bitch already on robbed, stole, killed, helped another motherfucker carjack the motherfucker, and y'all motherfuckers talking about you wanna go make her bond. You got these motherfuckers that be on TikTok, Instagram, that be homeless, and motherfucking females talking about, he can come stay with me. Y'all bitches just want problems. Some motherfuckers want a relationship so bad that they literally would go on the streets and pick a motherfucker off the side of the road, man. If you go pick a nuttin' ass motherfucker up off the side of the road, you deserve whatever the fuck that nigga doing in your household, man. If that motherfucker coming out like the Tasmanian devil and start breaking down the coke in the middle of the kitchen coffee table and start smoking rock, bitch, you deserve it. You knew that nigga was getting high before you brought him to your house? Nowadays, motherfuckers always wanna. I see more motherfuckers online crying about their problems. I just need $30 to get me a hotel. I just need to. Man, look. If everybody else can get up and go to work and get some motherfucking money, I'm pretty sure you can too, man. And I ain't finna get now, motherfucker. I tell you this, man. If a motherfucker online, male or female, I tell them this, man. You better go sell some dick or sell some pussy, man. I ain't giving no motherfucker my money for free. I don't believe in, and everybody, the social media on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, motherfuckers be on here live and they be crying and whining, begging for motherfucking money, telling motherfuckers, well, I'm trying and I'm 22 with 5 kids. Bitch, you need to be calling Lifetime trying to see if you can get an endorsement deal. Because if you laid around and let 9 different calling Lifetime trying to see if you can get an endorsement deal. Because if you laid around and let 9 different calling Lifetime trying to see if you can get an endorsement deal. Because if you laid around and let 9 different calling Lifetime trying to see if you can get an endorsement deal. Because if you laid around and let 9 different